In videos 45 and 46, we went into details about what seems to occur in the Between Lives area, BLA, after our bodies expire. If you haven't watched them yet, you would need to do so before watching this one, or it wouldn't make sense. This video is a short update on the videos mentioned above, and is something we should have had included at that time. In the West Penry papers, the first level of learning, I was writing about what Dr. A.R. Borden of the Life Physics Group California, LPGC, told me and the group about what happens after we die. He said that reincarnation is impossible. We all only have one lifetime here on Earth. When this lifetime is over, we take our experiences with us, and we have no choice but to continue our universal journey elsewhere. It's virtually impossible to live more than one life on Earth or on any other planet. At the time, the rest of our group rebuted this statement with a counter-statement that there is substantial evidence that the soul reincarnates. Dr. Borden did not elaborate on this, other than when a soul incarnates here, it is indexed with a certain code, which is genuine for that particular soul. And once the soul is indexed, it's only for one lifetime. Other than that, he didn't want to elaborate further. He stood his ground on a steadfast conclusion. Not until much later did I understand what he was talking about, although for a reason he didn't want to explain this phenomenon in any greater detail. The reason he had has since then become more obvious to me. In videos 45 and 46, we argue that the soul is split in the BLA to create a completely new soul with a new identity. And this new soul is then recycled back to Earth into a new body. This creates great trauma for all soul fires involved in the process. And we know from our videos on narcissism that severe trauma creates amnesia. I can personally not imagine a greater trauma than having one's soul split into a trillion pieces. If that doesn't create amnesia, I don't know what does. Upon that, our physical bodies in this matrix also has an amnesiac effect on the incoming soul. What we want to add to this information is another reason why the overlords are splitting the soul. By doing so, they bypass the indexing problem. Before the invasion, we humans, Namlu'u, were supposed to participate in this experiment in one go, without death or reincarnation. Thus, the indexing system. A soul that exited the experiment could not return for a second term. The entire purpose was to see if the human soul group could graduate as a group, where each individual contributed as much as possible in one lifetime. Reincarnation was therefore impossible. This is what Dr. Borden almost certainly was talking about. However, he didn't want to say what is happening with the souls in the BLA, probably for two reasons. First, it would be too controversial for the group he was lecturing, and second, he might have thought that by being in contact with the overlords like he was hoping to bypass the reincarnation cycle and avoid having his soul split. He might have hoped to just exit the matrix with the overlord's blessing as a reward for a job well done. These are just my own conclusions, of course, because Dr. Borden is allegedly deceased, so I can't ask him. It is also my assumption that Dr. Borden in that case was deceived. I don't think they gave him what he might have wanted. Instead, it seems like they gave him terminal, fast-growing stage 4 pancreatic cancer for job well done. Thus, the overlords apparently solved the problem of the original index system by creating new souls that could be indexed anew by splitting the souls in the BLA.